Did you know that your gut is home to trillions, yes, trillions of microbes, fungi, and viruses that are constantly interacting with your environment, with your food, and with your body? It is a whole ecosystem going on inside your gut. Well, in this video today, I'm going to explain to you exactly what is going on when we talk about the gut microbiome. What is it? What does this mean? What are the kind of the roles in this? And at the very end of the video, I'm going to give you my tips and what I recommend for everyone to change their gut microbiome to get it from maybe a bad universe to a great universe where it can support your overall health. Guys, if you're wondering about this term called gut microbiome or gut bacteria, this video is for you. Let's talk about food. Howdy y'all, Dr. Islam here, aka your poop guru and gut microbiome expert. My passion is to give you, yes you, the best tips and tricks so you can live your best life from the top all the way down to the bottom. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, if you're having gut issues, don't forget to see us at Lubbock Gastroenterology, where we can take care of all your gut issues. From wherever your food goes, we go to get you feeling better. All right, so everyone is talking about the gut microbiome, or what I like to call the poo universe. Yes, it is basically a universe of poo going on inside your GI tract. And so many of my patients are confused about what this actually means. What is going on with the gut microbiome? What does this mean? What is this fancy term everyone's talking about? Well, let's dive into exactly what the poo universe is. And let's take that journey to get your gut taken care of. So what exactly is the gut microbiome? Your GI tract is made up of trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that have been there for millennium. It's been there since the dawn of man. And our gut microbiome has changed as we've changed as a species as well. And it also can change rapidly from generation to generation. So you have these bacteria, these fungi, and these viruses that are constantly interacting with each other. But not only that, they're communicating with pretty much every single part of your body. And that communication can be good and it could be bad depending on what exactly is going on inside your GI tract. And we're seeing more and more diseases, not only in the gut, but outside the gut, are reflective of the makeup of your gut microbiome. These bacteria, fungi, and viruses in your GI tract. Now, what do they exactly do? We know that they communicate with each other through neurotransmitters and sometimes hormones, and they secrete certain substances that can make it more pro-inflammatory or anti-inflammatory inside your body. And that can be influenced by a number of different reasons that can change the makeup of your gut microbiome. These include certainly what we eat. We are what we eat, and what we eat can affect what's going on inside your gut. And it can also change the makeup of your GI tract as well. It's also affected by the stress that we take. We've seen evidence that individuals that have a lot more stress can alter and change their gut microbiome. It can be affected by antibiotic use that you've used or maybe your parents gave you as a kid. We've seen that, unfortunately, so many of us get antibiotics for any number of different reasons that can wipe out and alter your gut microbiome, leading to significant problems, including a really significant problem called C. difficile colitis. We also know that your gut microbiome can be altered by your childhood, whether you were breastfed or had a vaginal delivery or cesarean delivery. These factors can matter and change your GI tract from the very beginning and make problems now. We also know that your GI tract can be changed by where you live. We've seen evidence that Europeans have a different gut microbiome than those who were born in Africa, and those that even migrated from Africa that came to the US have a different gut microbiome than those that are staying in Africa. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're learning more and more about what changes and what alters the gut microbiome and what can influence it on a daily basis. So let's talk about these bacteria. And we're gonna focus on that because this is where most of the research is. Not all the bacteria are the same. There are the good, there are the bad, and then there are the ugly. So we want to focus on what are some of the good bacteria. There are three main good bacteria we have seen in the GI tract. These include Lactobacillus acidophilus. This is a friendly bacteria that is very commonly found in fermented food and yogurt. Number 2 is Bifidobacterium bifidum. This is another member of the good bacteria gang. This bacteria actually helps to break down complex carbohydrates into its lowest component. Then number 3 is Saccharomyces boulardii. Now this is an actual yeast that is beneficial for your GI tract. And what we have found is those individuals that have a high amount of good bacteria actually can have a better chance of having better GI health, better heart health, and better cognitive health as well. And so our goal is try to improve and change that gut microbiome. And we also have the bad guys, the bacteria that are not good for us. And we have found that a lot of conditions are a result of having too much bad bacteria and their byproducts from that, including bloating, pain, constipation, diarrhea, and for some individuals, we're seeing things outside the GI tract as well, like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, heart disease, depression, and anxiety. Then lastly, we have the ugly. The ugly is the things that we just are not quite sure about and the things that can really affect what's going on inside the GI tract. These include things like the role of antibiotics, the role of stress, the role of other things like probiotics and how it may or may not work. And so this is the confusing thing, that when it comes out to the ugly is that we're not quite sure some of these roles and the effects these play as well. So you have all these bacteria inside your GI tract that are in constant balance and constant battle between the good guys and the bad guys. You have things that are influencing what's changed in your gut microbiome, what you eat, your stress, how you were whenever you were a kid, antibiotic use, all playing this role inside your GI tract. And then the consequence of that can be an imbalance of your gut microbiome, leading to conditions like dysbiosis, leaky gut, or a balance of your gut microbiome to lead to conditions where you don't have those particular issues. So the big question is, what can you do today to change your gut microbiome or to make it the best that you can? Here are things that I recommend. Number one, the most important thing you can do to change your gut microbiome is to have a wide variety of plants in your diet. The more plants that you have, the more variety of plants that you have, that's the key, the better it's going to be for your GI tract. There are studies after studies after studies showing that this is probably the most important thing you can do to change your gut microbiome. By far, more than anything else, more than any supplements, more than anything else you can do, having a wide variety of plants is the number one risk factor for improving your GI tract. Number two, don't take any unnecessary antibiotics. So antibiotics are fantastic. They have changed the human course of history, made us live longer and fight infections. But unfortunately, a lot of us get antibiotics for the wrong reason. Anytime we have a sniffle, you get an antibiotic. Anytime you have a sickness, you get an antibiotic. And that can deplete your natural gut flora, leading to gut dysbiosis. So make sure you take antibiotics in the appropriate setting. Number three, optimize what you can when it comes to your stress level. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. I'm a doctor, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a dad, I'm a husband. I got so many things going on. I'm just like you guys, we're always stressed, but find ways to minimize that. Things that have been shown in clinical studies include things like meditation, yoga, prayer. These actually work, and we have seen the effect of that change on your gut microbiome. Next, make sure you incorporate exercise. Exercise has been shown to improve your GI tract and improve your gut microbiome. The more exercise that you can do, the better you can make your good guys more stronger. Is that a word? Stronger for sure. And the more you can fight off the effects of the bad guys. Then lastly, but certainly not least, optimize your sleep. Studies after studies have shown that sleep impairment can alter and change your GI tract. The better sleep that you have, the better quality of sleep that you have, the more you can sleep fully and restfully, the better chances you have of improving your GI tract. So let's celebrate the poo universe. Here's my call to action to you. Today, I want you to take one of these steps to improve your gut microbiome. Get your gut from out of whack to back on track. Hey, you like that? And that's gonna be one way that you can do to hopefully improve your health and get you feeling better. Here's my question of the day. What questions do you have about your gut microbiome? Comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say so I can answer these questions on future videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to come see us, your gut microbiome expert, so we can find out what we can do to get you back on track and get you feeling better. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, let's talk about poop. Thanks, everyone.